So this is the third example for finding zeros. And we're given a graph, and this graph has, just doesn't tell us the whole shape, doesn't give us the whole shape, but it tells us one place where this crosses the y-axis at 5. So we know one of the zeros is 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use synthetic division to divide this out. And really what I'm doing is I'm factoring this by x minus 5. And then I'll have something left in terms of x squared, because it's an x cubed divided by a single x, which leaves me an x squared. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. So again, when I do this synthetic division, I use the actual root. I use the 5. And I just grab the coefficients from here. So 1x cubed, 2x squared, it's negative 34 x's, negative 5 1's. In the process for synthetic division, the first thing you just bring down, and then you multiply. So 5 times 1 is 5. And then the next thing that you do is add. So 5 plus 2 is 7. And then you just keep doing that. Again, you multiply. 5 times 7 is 35. Now you add. Negative 34 plus 35 is positive 1. You gotta be really careful with your signs while you do this as well. 5 times 1 is 5. And then you add negative 5 plus 5 is 0. So our remainder is 0. So that means it does go into it evenly. And this 1, 7, 1, those are the coefficients for my quadratic. So I have 1x squared plus 7x's plus 1. So here's all that I've done so far is I already knew one of the zeros. I factored it out. And I'm still finding zeros for this. So I need to either try and factor that or run it through quadratic formula. I'm not going to be able to factor that. So I'll run it through quadratic formula. Negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. A couple things to remember. The whole thing is over the 2a. And I'll do a little bit of arithmetic. Negative 7 plus or minus square root 7 squared is 49. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. 2 times 1 is 2. 49 minus 4 is 45. So that's good. I could break up that square root of 45 a little bit, though. 45, if I just think about square root of 45, that's 9 times 5. Square root of 9 is 3, square root of 5 is 5. So this is equal to negative 7 plus or minus 3 root 5. The whole thing is divided by 2. There are my other two zeros. So my zeros are my original one that I could see, 5, and then I have this negative 7 plus 3 root 5 over 2, and negative 7 minus 3 root 5 over 2.